Hey guys, I'm Beyond the Spectrum. So I wanted to come on here and I was being really guided to talk about the shadows, okay? Because we're dealing with a lot of shadows on our path. And maybe you're not, but this is the energy I'm connected into, and this is a message that I'm totally guided to talk about with Neptune and Jupiter. Okay, okay, so Neptune is very dreamy, illusional, expansive energy. Okay, it's like the Seven of Cups. Be careful what cup you choose. Okay, be careful what cup you choose, because Seven of Cups is about choices. And I'm doing actually reading because Odin and Loki are here. And yes, if you I'm there. I'm in a different area on my ascension that I understand things a little differently than maybe some would, I guess. I don't know. But I trust what I'm seeing in the synchronicities. That's the other thing. Like, the synchronicities are off the hook right now. And they are. Just trying to get a bit of angle. Because of the Jupiter and Neptune frequency that's here, because it's really a frequency. They label them planets and such, but it's frequency. It's frequency and it's a vibration, and it does exist. And it does. They're celestials, Poseidon and Zeus. So they're very real. They're not mythological creatures. They're the guardians of that gate. Earth is like a gate, a stargate. Like, that's why there's no flat Earth and there's no round Earth. It's a vibration and a frequency. And it is. We are a vibration and we are a frequency. If it's, the Earth thing and the planet thing, and this is, I'm not here to, please, I'm not here to impugn anyone's belief system or anything. Please know that. I really come from my heart. I'm never trying to hurt anyone's feelings or bruise anyone's egos or whatever. It's just messages I get, and I trust it, and I've been shown that it's that's what it is. And it's like, it's a frequency, it's a vibration, and and we're in a celestial body because we are in a biological system. Reality, however you want to label it, it's biological. No matter how you slice it, it's biological. So of course there would be other biological dimensions and realms and frequencies around us. We're not the only biological one, and we're connected to a whole body being, which is the divine source. It's like a guitar string, right? The divine source would be like the whole thing, the guitar, the whole, the echo, the string, right? And we're like the string, ding, 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 ding. What tune are you at? Okay, and the shadows are these feelings, even though we've dealt with many of them, are coming up to look at. And I personally been at, like, why am I thinking of that? Like, why is that coming up? It's really to pause, not attach yourself to it. That is really key. It's coming up for a reason. Always trust that. But more for your soul path, not the other person's soul path. Like, I really hesitate. Like, I love my readings, and I do. And I don't control when messages are what they are. And they are from Archangel Michael and my divine team. And I have a divine team. Sorry, I just heard a noise. See, be careful of the distractions. Be careful of the distractions. That's what the shadows are about, coming up. And seeing how much you've grown. Where you're at on your path. I'm noticing how much I've personally gone through on my path, and I know we're going through this as a collective of souls here. I know this. We're all connected. We're not separate. And I'll be like, why am I thinking of that? Oh my God. And then I have to stop myself and be like, no, I've already been there. I've done that. I don't live there anymore. And I'm here now. And I've learned so much about me. And what vibrations sometimes we can't help the vibrations around us. And this is where our fine-tuning comes in to whether we engage in it or we just stay separate from it and move forward. And now no one does that perfectly. I don't care, who you are or how ascended you are, no disrespect, but it's a human condition. And we all have the reptilian brain in us, so to speak, every single one of us, which is more the root chakra, right? And it's really more the fight or flight, selfish, self-seeking, dishonest, all that's the reptilian brain. Every single, that's why there's the caduceus. It's a bonding of different strands of DNA that affect our brain, consciousness, and what part of your consciousness are you in. And I'm connected into significant high vibrational consciousness. We're getting ready to see more. We're getting ready to see more. So like Atlantis is still there. Lemuria is still there. It's just a different vibration, a different frequency. It's all about vibration and frequency. And interest in like the red destroyer, they call it Wormwood, is the red planet. It's not a planet. It's an angelic celestial. And the question is, where are you in your consciousness? Are you fearful of it, or do you recognize that it's there? And you understand its purpose and that it's not personal. It's just its purpose. It's the Solaris. It's the sun. Right? But yet, there's so many, people that are not going to be able to handle that too well. Yeah, the sword, the celestial sword. That's what it would be. It would be the celestial sword. It's about a reveal. It's about a truth, right? And a clarity, and to move forward, right? And come clean, because it's clean. The sword is clean. The sword can also bring you to your knees, even though it's the ace of swords. It's the divine sword. I'm also feeling like it's connected into the sword and the stone. And I can't think of the name of the actual sword, but it's connected to Morningstar. I just heard that, boop. The swords have consciousness. Everything has consciousness. So with that comes shadows, right? And shadows want to pull us back in. And on shadows are here for us to look at. Now Jupiter's huge and Neptune's huge. All right, if we have to look at it as a body of a planet, they're huge. They're bigger, and we're like, I don't even know, like a pea size, and it's like this. And I don't have a bigger sphere here. Yeah, I do, but right here. It's like these right here. and where we are, the vibration frequency we are is like the speck on the table. Seriously. So this is big energy, right? This is significant energy of spheres. And we're in such a low density that, yeah, they would look like planets to us. Of course they would, because we're in a lower frequency heading out of it into a higher frequency. And then we're understanding more like it's plasma. It's plasma. It's all plasma. Everything we are, what we stand on, what we breathe, what we look at, what else is around us. Of course there's other plasma around us. We're not the only individual plasma here all by ourselves. We're connected to something much bigger. And so the shadows, I want to talk about the shadows, is about moving through them. Look at them, right? It's okay to look at them and see and feel and then release. Don't live there. And I feel like stuff's coming up to find out where we are, like seriously on our path. Like, are you going to live there? Are you going to go back into those behaviors? Or are you going to ascend and grow? I choose to ascend and grow. And really look at my part in things. Not ignore, like really look at my part in things, because it's really not selfishly about me, but it is about me, because I'm the only one that's doing my journey. No one else is doing it for me. No one else can do it for me. And a real significant moment I had with that. Not that I thought someone else could do it for me, but I was dying in the hospital. I was septic. And I really realized, like, it's just me and divine source and the angels. My mother couldn't do anything for me. My kids couldn't do anything for me. It was just me. It's my soul, not theirs. You know, they're connected to it, but, you know, and I don't want to say that I really realized how much of alone I was, but I was. And to be okay with that, believe me, I was in and out of realms. I was in and out of heaven and coming back and visiting all kinds of places and coming back here. Decisions would be made about my soul contracts here. And I was a part of it. And I understood I still, you know, I chose there's still more work to be done. Or my mission, you know, mission, I don't want to say work, my mission. And everything is already laid out. So for us to be worrying and stressing, it really blocks it instead of helps it. And that's about overcoming that 3D fight or flight reptilian thinking mindset, right? Aries, warrior, leap of faith, Indiana Jones moment. Step into the next mountain. And you I don't know if you've seen that movie, but big 3D visual of the leap of faith. That they did that very well, actually, to get to the Holy Grail, where the Holy Knights were, protected in Christ's cup. And that's exactly what's going on right now. And it is. There's no coincidences with that movie and now what's going on. And that shifts our consciousness because that energy is activated. Those arcs are activated. We're connected to those arcs. We are supernatural. We just forgot we were. We were made dormant, or I don't want to say, kept dormant through frequencies for specific reasons, and that's shifting and changing, and there are shadows here because it's resilience. So just be mindful of that. That was really the message I felt I was supposed to come on and talk about. This is all guided. It's not pre-thought anything. This is all coming from, you know, Archangel Michael, the divine. But the shadows. It's important to stand in knowing who you are. Trust in your soul over your mind, in your heart as well. And that's not always an easy thing. And it's not, especially when the heart's involved. But it's important to thy own self be true. It's like I was having this memory of, I was with someone for a long time. And I know I shared a past life with him. And the soul bond was super strong. It almost was like it trespassed against me. Because he ended up being in such heavy addictions. And the lying, and I'm not, this isn't to bash anybody. This is just what it is. This is the world we live in, for real. And it is cunning, and it is baffling, and it will manipulate you. And the levels that, because of my heart and what I felt was a deep soul connection, I ignored a lot of things. Not that I ignored it, I delayed. Because it's like giving someone a chance until there's just no more chances. And then until like really the Lord stepped in and showed me what I had to see for me to be like, no more. And that was a huge growth. And there was a lot of wreckage because of that and not on my part, you know what I mean? Like I gave, and that isn't good either. Like I didn't stand in my power enough. And it would be different now. I wouldn't even tolerate that. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't think I would then either. But it's cunning and it's baffling. And when soul contracts feel like, no matter what, you're just like, oh my God, I don't know why I feel this way about this person. You know, and it's like you're trespassing against yourself because you know that there's just something ain't right. There's something ain't right, but the love is there. And sometimes love isn't enough. if someone's, if they stay at a low vibration, there's a choice you have to come into a point and make. Are you going to continue with this person because, oh my God, I love them, and you're accepting bad behavior? Or are you going to stand in your own power and your own soul contract and be like, no, I deserve better? Sometimes they're sent in to block our divine partners as well, and that's very real. That's not an excuse thing. That is a very freaking real thing. When we're on certain parts of our ascension, they do. They send in someone that you have this strong, whatever, whether it's under spells and charms, and that's very real too, to throw you off your path or delay your path, because no one can ever really throw you off your path, but delay your path because you're very vulnerable at we're very vulnerable at certain stages of our ascension. And they're right. Energies out there that take advantage of that on purpose. And that was one of them. That was one of the biggest lessons. And I've learned some fucked up hard-ass lessons on my path. I have not had it easy. I don't live this fluffy la-la life. I believe in all that target individual stuff and everything I do. I've experienced it. We all do differently, but I shouldn't be here, and I'm here because you know why? The good Lord wants me here to share with you. We are starseeds, we are divine beings, and we really are. So please don't doubt that. No ego either. No ego. No ego, no labels. It's really coming out of that, of knowing that you're disconnected with the most divine, high vibrational frequency there is. It's not mother, it's not father. That's still 3D thinking when you're calling it mother, father. And not to take away from that from anybody, believe me, because I'm just as, I fall into that too. That's a dogma, stigma of that. It's divine love. And it is. And it is, because I did go there. I did go there. And I didn't want to leave. But my soul understood that there was more work, there was more mission to be done. And I trusted that. You just do. It's not in your mind. It's in your soul. It's different. And I've also had some realizations of that as well. And they're not easy ones about other beings visiting us. And when I've heard others talk about that and how their experience, the wall disappears, you go into a whole different dimensions, because it's we are someplace else. That's why. We are someplace else having this experience through consciousness for that to happen. Something happened. We're in a loop. And we're getting out of the loop. And they keep trying to put us back in a loop. And they do. For those who understand what I'm saying. They keep trying and trying and trying. But yet we keep seeing and seeing and seeing. So that frustrates them. But I don't know. I just want to get into talking about the shadows, especially with Jupiter. Tap into that high vibrational frequency. It's no coincidence that these two energies are here, right? With Ostara, huge birth. This is life-changing on your path. Decisions to be making. You're really, we who are at this level, it's really life-changing decisions we're making at this time with these energies, because these are two huge energies, spheres of just energy. And it affects our DNA, our vibration, our everything. Tap into it in the highest vibration that you can. And move forward, because it is. It's good. This is where are you on your path? Because you're going to go this way or this way. Because you're not going to be okay just going this way anymore. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm Beyond the Spectrum. If that resonated with you, great. That is a divine message coming through. And it is. And I'm supposed to share it. Creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. And there you have it. Much love, everybody.